Good morning, Abuja. Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, Africa. We're welcoming you to the African Climate Caravan, where we are calling for climate justice for Africa. So this event is going to be featuring two parts, where there will be Arts for Climate for students, where students will be showcasing artwork to tell stories about the environment and climate change. And also there's going to be a Climate Media Spotlight Award for journalists that have told stories or are telling stories about climate change in Nigeria and in Africa.
Just 50 of the world's richest billionaires, on the average, produce more carbon emissions under 3 hours than the average British person does in their entire life. And when I got to that point, I asked, how about an African? Then it means that the emissions of these people for 3 hours can even be more than the emission of an entire community in Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, the effect of climate change is not new to us in Nigeria. Are we talking of the extreme weather events, the food insecurity, the desertification, the water scarcity, the health issues, the energy and power issues, migration and social conflict, biodiversity loss? You know them already.
This is the opportunity for us as Africans to bring together our voices about how climate change has affected us in Africa, in our communities, in our households, in every corner of our regions within Africa, but particularly here today, every corner of Nigeria has had the impact of climate change.
We are the National Orientation Agency. We are proud to be associated with this kind of initiative to bring a very effective environment, a conducive one, and a positive climate change to Nigeria and to the world entirely. We believe that National Orientation Agency will continue to support you in whatever you are doing to bring a very positive change in our climatic condition.
Climate change is no longer just an environmental issue. It is actually cross-cutting. We're starting to see the effects in so many aspects of our country and society. Food insecurity, physical insecurity. We're seeing migration patterns happening because of climate change. We might not understand this, but when you see some of the analysis, some of the things that are happening, the conflicts that are happening in the Middle Belt could be directly attributed to climate change. We have desertification in the north, and we have flooding happening in the south and erosion. And what happens is people tend to migrate to areas to protect themselves from the impact of climate change.
Nigeria might be in a position of losing over $400 billion of its GDP, or 20% of its GDP, to climate change. And when you say things like GDP, they look very, very complicated and sometimes very, confusing. But GDP simply means that the total sum of the goods and things we produce and consume within our economy. So if we lose 20% of that, it means that there's a decline in productivity and consumption at the same time.
Nigeria suffers from a variety of issues, including and most especially desertification. Desertification has led to a lot of problems, including food security, including displacement of people from their traditional farmlands and their grazing lands. And this has led to mass migration of people from the northern part of the country, where the desertification is more heat, migrating down to the north central of the country, which has led to some of the conflicts that we see between farmers and herdsmen in Nigeria.
My name is Ali Mishak, representing Government Secondary School, Barimpa, and I'm one of the winners for the competition of Arts for Climate competition. I came in second. I'm really happy about the award and how the event went, and I want to say a big thank you to the association for giving us an opportunity to display our art.
My name is Olaito Richelu Adabra. I'm from School for the Gifted. So I'm the third prize winner for the Arts and Climate competition, and I want to thank the organizers for bringing up a competition like this, and I hope there will be another one very soon. Thank you.
All right, my name is Hawa Kumshe, and I'm an independent producer. I'm really excited, and I'm really thankful to GIFSEP for inviting me, for shortlisting me for this role. I think it's well deserved. Thank you so much for trusting me, for contracting me to tell a story about Lake Chad.
My name is Ichiamaka Inendu. I am a business and sustainability journalist with Media Trust. I write for the newspapers, and I produce and present a daily business program on Trust TV. So sometimes journalists get, a bit, I should say, frustrated because of the high expectations, but little to no reward system. So this is very encouraging, seeing that our work is being recognized, and although they say that the reward for more work or for good work is more work. So that is what I'm running with. We'll continue to amplify discourse and conversations around climate and sustainability in Nigeria. This is only the starting point for me.
My name is Bettina Unwili. I'm a reporter with News Central Television, and I just won second position for this Climate Awards. I'm excited. Climate action is something that we need to take very seriously, and as we get ready to go for the COP29, I am overly inspired to do more and bring more to the society. Thank you so much for this award.
My name is Patience Iyejirika, a reporter with Leadership newspaper. It's an encouragement, and with this I will do more, because when you put in effort into something and then you see the rewards, you'll be inspired to do more.
My name is Abubakar Sadiq Mustafa. I am representing Zainab Sani. Our documentary film titled Digging Disaster is on how droughts is actually climate change induced drought is affecting women and children in the Ghana community in the local government area of Niger State. I'm actually grateful for the organizers of this event. We hope they can actually do more and more and more to show the impact of climate change in African communities to achieve climate justice. Thank you.